Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast and a happy Friday. The full team are here.
It's plump, isn't it? The room is bursting with manliness.
It's too much.
None of us are manly.
Hi Joe Smith, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well.
I've not been on this podcast in ages.
I've missed it. Just a week.
Yeah, well, that's long enough for me.
Dom's next to us in the middle. Hi Dom.
Hello.
Just finished combing his beard, by the way. Did you see that?
It comes it for a long time and it dislodges some of the most absurd flora and fauna ever to grace
Lots
this
of flakes
continent.
beneath here.
Oh, how much to do a quick bump of the...
A line of Dom's beard flakes.
Yeah.
I'd do
Somebody
it.
crush them up and put them up your nose.
No, Ethan James, hello.
Hello, Joe. Hello.
You've got no glasses today, sir.
They've just fell off.
No, that doesn't happen. People don't just go, oh, my glasses on, or yes or no, have they fallen off?
I don't know where they are.
Ethan,
Are you serious?
you seem flustered. What has your morning been like? Are you okay?
I played tennis.
This morning?
I knew there was something up.
What are you, Jerry Seinfeld? What do you mean? You just woke up and played tennis?
Well, it wasn't.
On a fucking Wednesday? We
Well,
filmed this on a Wednesday.
it was just at a local park.
Oh,
rather
sorry. I thought you had been to Roland Garros.
Yeah, I thought you were
What do you-
just playing on the centre court at Wimbledon. What do you mean? Have we got
At a
it?
local park.
Who against?
Just friends in the park. I lost my head. 3-0 up.
What is that? The racket brand?
Oh no,
that's just head, isn't it?
yeah. I just lost my mind with it. Threw balls everywhere. Lost my inhaler in the bushes. Wear my glasses. Who knows?
Is that why you're a little bit all over the place?
See,
I'm fine.
You got absolutely fuming through your racket balls, inhaler, and glasses in the bushes, and came here.
I don't know where they are.
No. Are you good at tennis?
No.
So is this? You were playing paddle a few weeks ago. Is this where you've realised, as I said all along, paddle is tennis for losers?
Paddle is better than tennis.
And you decided to go, let's take it back to the source material. Let's try and see if we can play tennis.
Yeah, and it was wrong. It was
Yeah.
the
I
wrong
thought
one.
you had to be quite tall to play tennis.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because isn't the racket not like literally half of you?
Half of me?
Like a Wii Sports
If you were to
character.
put it next to you, the racket's nearly up to your hips.
No.
That's where you're going wrong, I think, then.
Get a bigger
Get
racket.
a bigger racket.
Yeah, get the largest racket that they sell.
Joe, you've been away to Athens.
Yes.
Now, we're not ignoring the elephant in the room. That's on Tuesday's episode. Nice little
Don't
tease.
look to me.
I didn't look to you.
When you said ignore the elephant in the room, he did a very micro, side eye to me.
Can we
What does he
get
mean
a
by that?
slow-mo replay on that, Ethan? I want you to go back and quarter speed, insert whether there was a micro side-eye to Dom when he said elephant in the room. I don't think there was.
I think there was, because there often is. And you go, I'm not, and then you sort of justify it a little bit. I'm not being
I'm
tight.
trying to be less cruel these days.
Oh, yeah, well, how's that? Why?
Like not doing the thing I just did for one.
Did you bring us back any gifts?
I did, but I left them at home.
You're
I was
liking it,
in
are
a
you?
rush today because I was doing the dishes too late.
Did you get me a gift?
I didn't get you a gift. I got a gift for the pod.
Some gyros.
No. Yeah, I got you some food.
I would have got you a gift if I had been to Athens.
You literally went to Greece last year and didn't get me anything.
Yes. Happy Chinese New Year, by the way.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Athens on Tuesday.
Talk about the big Athens trip. Was it a good trip?
It's one of the greatest places ever.
Really good.
Really?
Honestly, it's incredible. I mean, oh yeah, yeah.
Should I go?
Of course. Although you won't like it because there's not that many Irish bars.
I bet there is. I bet there's a
Yeah,
lot of Irish
There will
bars.
be at least one or two.
You just didn't go looking for them properly.
No.
Yeah, it's in the
that's true.
Pantheon. That's where you have to go to get
Yeah.
the Irish bar.
Or you hunted them down. Happy Chinese New Year, the year of the snake.
Is it?
Do you remember, and this is unfortunate for me, what year you were born in?
No, I'm going to find out.
I was the
Do
pig.
you remember what year you were born?
I'm the pig. I'm year born 1995, so I'm the year of the
I'm
pig.
year born.
I was born in 1995, hence I am the year of the pig. If we had to guess each other's animals, you probably would have gone for me, pig.
No.
Dom?
Dragon.
Oh, I'm a dragon.
No, you feel like you are.
Yeah, now I do.
Yeah, I'm the water rooster.
Is that real?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see you as
I can
that.
see that.
93.
Yeah.
I'm 92.
I'll find out what you are.
I'm not got an encyclopedia of knowledge of all the animals.
Of
Ethan,
anything.
what are you?
Oh, I don't know. I'd imagine something
What
like
year are you?
a rabbit.
Weasel?
Vole,
No.
rat,
What year are you born, Ethan?
99.
paedophile.
You are.
No, you can't be the year of the paedophile.
Year of the paedophile.
That was the 70s.
It's like the Purge, but over a longer scale.
The decade of the paedophile.
You are a rabbit, my man.
Oh,
Great, well
Good
done.
guess. And you're a monkey.
I'll take
I
it.
think it kind of all works for us, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm like a
And the
baboon.
pig, I think, obviously, immediately, when people say pig, they think...
It's Joe McGrath.
No.
I thought we were
They
being rude today.
They think, no, we're not being
No,
rude.
he's not being
They
rude.
think living in their own filth, they think one of the dirty animals, an animal that many religions will simply eschew because of the fact that it's full of parasites and worms, and it kind of is in kind of link up with the devil.
The devil?
The devil. Oh,
Well, the pigs and the devils are like...
No.
Yeah.
mates.
Well, you see often in like biblical kind of imagery, the squealing kind of gaggle of pigs chowing down on some sort of bones.
No, I thought goats. I thought goats. Goats and the devil were tight.
Yeah,
'cause
goat
that's
is
the
the devil, but pig is devil-esque.
The devil is a goat,
Yeah,
and his best mate's a pig.
it's pretty much it.
Did they try and get the other animals on their side?
No, Noah had already taken them to the ark. by that
Yes,
point.
it's true.
I don't think
Learn.
pigs are associated with the devil.
No, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
I
That's why in Spirited Away everything gets turned to pigs. But what I think of when I think of the pig is the fact that it's notoriously one of the most intelligent animals, and people love saying that, and that's you. So there you go.
Lennon has a theory that the cleverer the animal, the nicer they taste. Pigs and octopus.
That's a good point, isn't
He's
it?
never had a dolphin though, but he's thinking about it.
He wants to do it human, doesn't he?
Yeah, do you want some Chinese New Year facts?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I've got 10, and it's on a website called funfactsforkids.com.
Great.
Oh,
Why are you
that's
on there?
definitely not. What?
What are you doing
Don't
on
get
there?
a
For today. Let me tell you that it is different every single year when Chinese New Year happens. Do you know why?
Well, it's to do with the moon, isn't it?
To do with the moon. 1 point. How many days?
But do you have more specifics than that?
No, I can't even reading that.
Is this a quiz?
Big. Yeah, we're going to make it into a quiz. Each year,
Yeah.
there is a different animal. But how many animals altogether?
13.
12 is right.
I would have
that
said
would be
12.
unlucky.
You would have said 12, but you didn't say 12.
But no, because you'd already said it. I was offering.
You could have said 12 too.
12 too.
So Price is right.
The celebration lasts for how many days in China?
30.
Oh, 4.
Ethan?
I think it's a couple of months.
15 days. A couple of months.
Couple weeks.
Children receive money inside an envelope.
Red packet.
Red got colour. Oh, he beat you to it.
Well, no, because like last time you said 12, I had to get to guess. Red.
Yes, it is red.
It's not the price is right. Idiot. We both get it right.
Before the celebration in China, it's a tradition to do what in your house?
Get
Clean.
your hands up. Clean.
What did you say?
Can't remember.
What did you think, Ethan?
What are you doing in your house, sorry? Say it again.
Before Chinese New Year, it's a tradition in China to do what in your house?
Yoga.
That's not bad.
Clean. Dom gets a point. He's right.
I'm so good at this.
And what two animals would you see dance around this time of year?
Dragon.
Roosters.
Right, dragons one, so there's 1 point. Anyone want to get it? You get one more, one
snakes.
more, one more, one more. No.
What? So what? Finish the question.
It's tradition this year to
Pig.
see people dance around as what popular animal? Dragons one.
Dog.
No.
Kid.
No.
Boy.
No.
Boy.
No. Stop saying boy. It's just a fucking animal.
A citron.
A citron.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
No, not rabbit. It's
Go.
big. It's
You
great.
would fucking know this if you don't have it in front of you.
I fucking would.
What is it?
Lion.
Oh, of course. you see the lion.
Fucking
You see the
hell.
lion.
Is that it?
Blindly in the blind. Yeah, that's all my facts.
Have you ever been to a Chinese New Year celebration?
I went to Chinese New Year celebration by accident once, and it was belting. We didn't know it was Chinese New Year. We just went out for some pho in a place called, not fuck you, but like pho. I am pho. And they said, by the way, guys, it's Chinese New Year today. And we didn't know. I was only like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Said we're going to stop.
Couldn't know that then.
Yeah, well, you know, I
No,
know
of
when.
course, yeah, of course, yeah.
And they say, so in a second, we're going to have a parade through the entire restaurant. So in Chinatown in Manchester, the dragons and the lions dress up and they go around every restaurant to wish them luck for the new year.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I was eating the broth and this fucking geezer's coming down.
Because pho is Vietnamese, isn't it? Not Chinese.
Yeah, but it's because they're in Chinatown. Good luck, innit?
So they're just coming all the way through?
They came all the way through. They visit every restaurant. God, help them up the stairs for only you.
Oh,
Some of those restaurants need luck, I tell you that.
Especially the one you ran away from.
Yeah, I know.
We spoke about that on air, haven't we?
Yeah, he pointed it out the other day as well.
Awful.
So, happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year, everyone.
Can I tell you that they,
we're not going
you know,
there.
sweet chili sauce, they serve ketchup.
Huh?
They serve Heinz ketchup.
Instead of sweet chili?
Yeah.
Have they
You know
not
the thing when you taste it a couple of times ago, it can't be. It was.
It was just ketchup.
Yeah, it was just ketchup.
But the thing with that is, ketchup isn't any cheaper than sweet chili.
Yeah, unless it's knockoff ketchup.
I know they use it in their food all the time. I don't mind that. I just
Ketchup.
don't. Yeah.
Ketchup?
Yeah, I think ketchup's in this crispy chili beef. Ketchup is often part of that sauce.
Yeah.
Which it's in loads of different cuisines. It's
I'm
a good
still
sauce.
50-50 on the Chinese that's off of my road changing hands, if it's been a good thing or not. They're talking about bringing deliveries in, which makes it great because it's even lazier for me.
You literally live 60 metres away.
Yeah, but imagine the joys of that.
Yeah.
And they're still cash only.
Right.
So have you ever, I've not done that in a while, where the delivery man takes cash off you?
No.
When's the last time that's happened to you?
Never had that.
Has you never had that? Have you never had that?
You
That
don't
was
pay
old
cash on the
school.
door?
No.
That's what it all was.
That was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, stop combing your beard.
Yeah, you don't need combing.
Ethan, you ever paid cash on the door to a stranger with a pizza for you?
I think back in the day, especially in Newcastle, where we don't have all these Uber Eats and Deliveroos,
You do.
but back in the day,
Yeah.
I was just wondering,
Okay.
with the Chinese celebrations, I think the best one I've ever seen was actually Halloween in Manchester. Do you remember when they were singing the Addams Family and they had all those musical instruments? I think that does China out the water, Halloween.
What's happened there?
Big. I wouldn't mind if
What
we
would
can get
you
an
mean
official
there?
Chinese response to that.
You mean
what
the
are you on about?
Chinese Halloween celebration?
No, sorry, just there was the celebrations to the Arndale of Halloween last year. Do you remember?
No, I don't.
The Addams Family and everyone was dressed up as great monsters, and then all around town they had all these inflatable monsters and stuff. I think we do more for Halloween than we do for the Chinese.
Oh, that's a shame. But I tell you what, though, when you talk about, in boxing, it's all about pound for pound.
Yeah.
When you think about Halloween is celebrated by most British people.
Yeah.
So you got like 60 million people celebrating that.
A lot.
How many Chinese people are there in the UK?
Loads.
Certainly that's like, so when you think about the fact that it's even close,
Yeah.
it tells you that the
They're
Chinese
really
New
stepped
Year
up
is
a little
actually
bit.
pound for pound by far the greatest celebration.
Yeah. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? I've never been in a Brewers Fair when some Halloween bloke came through down the aisles like you did in the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Pound for pound is an interesting phase, isn't it? I remember seeing a porn video
Called pound
of
for
this
pound.
of this interracial experience with this man with a huge penis, and then this old kind of Cockney woman was in the room as well, and she was like 50s, 60s, and she had very large breasts, and she unsheathed one of them out of this kind of latticed dress.
Oh yeah.
And she was holding them like that, like weighing them in her hands. And it's the best phrase I've ever heard in a porn video, actually. She goes, "You don't get many of those to the pan, do you?"
Which I just want to say is a different saying to what.
That wasn't bad. You don't get many of those to the What are you watching?
Like a
old
Peggy
market.
Mitchell. Yeah, it's like
Then what did they start doing?
like a market
pornography.
trader. Well, you can have a couple of guesses what they started
Yeah.
doing.
Is this a new quiz?
What?
Is this a new quiz you're doing? Couple of guesses. Ethan, what's your guess?
No, let's not guess. We know what happened.
Right, you just threw me right off there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Happy Chinese New Year, everyone.
You don't
Said
get
that for
many
the
of those to
14th
the
time.
You don't see many of these to the pan.
Dom, what have you been up to? It's Dom's Diaries.
What have I done this week?
What have I done this week?
What have I done this week?
It's a diary.
Diary
It's a diary of a freak.
of a freak.
Been to London.
Yay!
You're
Ring
always
the
in
London
bloody
I
bell.
was in bloody London.
How was it?
An audition.
Legally, you can't tell us what for, can you?
No, I can't.
Can we guess?
It's an advert.
You love an advert, don't you? You love an advert.
Adverts love me. at
Yeah,
the
they
moment.
did.
Yeah,
They did.
yeah.
But I'm doing this thing. I got recalled for a thing.
Explain what that means for people who aren't in the biz.
If you do an audition and they like you, you do a preliminary audition, and they go, "Oh, we like him." Take him through to the next round. It's like X Factor, but not at all. Why are you looking at my head? You're looking at my rashes.
No, I'm not looking at your
Yeah, you are
rashes.
looking
I'm
at my
looking
head.
Fucking you.
You're
What do you
looking
mean
at my
rashes?
head
Well, now I'm
rashes.
looking at your rashes.
My machine rash that I
How
have.
often do you clean that strap?
The strap rash?
Yeah.
What do you mean, do I clean the strap?
Well, you sleep with something that's in contact with your bare skin every night.
Yeah.
How often do you
I should clean
that?
the mouthpiece every day, but I looked at it last night and it had lots of detritus in it and like stains where things have come out of my mouth in the night, like rap stuff. Like rap foliage.
Rap.
And so I need to clean it because I think I'm breathing in all the... But it's trying to keep me alive. I'm
Philadelphia
actually
cheese.
breathing in.
Poison.
Yeah. What was I saying? Rap rash. No, not rap rash.
We were talking
strap
about
rash.
Yeah, strap rash. I'm not looking at your strap rash.
You
I'm
are looking
at the
at my
side of your
strap
head
rash.
though. Have you done
What,
this
it goes
yourself?
in? What?
Yeah, the
You
sort
missed
of
a
your
spot.
the side of the beard there looks a little bit like
Where?
this bit here. Point at Joe there.
Oh, yeah, at
It's
the
a little
top.
bit
Oh, yeah, I missed
interesting.
That's okay though.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
do it live.
Let's try and get through.
Yeah,
some
sorry
kind of
about
story.
that. I hope the people on the filming didn't see that, but they probably did.
So, when you get
I
do
got
preliminary-
recalled.
You do a preliminary audition, and they say they like you. Then you go through.
After
judges'
COVID,
houses.
they usually just want you to do tapes now, and you send a tape in.
So that's a self-tape. I've heard that phrase before.
Yeah.
What happens? What is a self-tape?
We'll say here, we'll do an audition and go, la 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 la, to send it in. And
What were you
then-
auditioning for there? Pingu.
La La Land.
I don't know why I come here. And I do it for £40.
That was a good joke, by the way.
And and then I go down. So they say, "Oh, come down the next day." So you have to go down in the morning, but I can't go peak time because peak time to London's like £200.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say getting to London's expensive from here.
Yeah, it is.
And you have to pay that yourself.
Yeah, you have to pay that all the time.
If you get the job, then do they
Then they
go?
pay me a lot.
Oh.
But
So it's like mini investments, isn't it? To your own
why is
career?
my career essentially gambling?
Yeah.
Job gambling is what I'm doing.
Have you done your tax return, by the way? Have you
No, I
done
haven't done it.
For some reason, my accountant asked if you've
Got
done
an
your
accountant?
tax
Yeah,
return.
put me in touch with him.
You've got
Oh,
an
no,
accountant?
he said yesterday,
Yeah.
oh, can you just check Joe Smith's done his tax return? It's in 2 days.
We'll speak.
No, he's emailed you.
He's
You've
emailed me?
ignored him. You've
Why have you
ignored
got
him.
the same
That's why I asked
accountant?
for your email the other day.
And I got the taxi from, and this name again, the sex workers flat.
Yep.
Hold on.
Down
there it
to
is.
Spotlight, which is the place where it's an actors directory
Nice.
building in Soho. And then you go up, and
What's
it was
the vibe? Is everyone like, is it dog eat dog?
I used to be really nervous in those situations, but it's good. It sounds bad, but I don't give a fuck anymore because I know how tenuous and superfluous it all is. No one gives a fuck. They're all just there doing a job. They just want the day to go quickly. You
Yeah.
know?
It's like getting your kind of what's the word when you got stuff coming out of your penis and you have to go to the sex clinic.
Smegma.
Smegma. Or
It's not smegma.
discharge.
Discharge.
For you, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to you. For them, that is 10 till 10:15, and the same thing happens 10:15.
I don't think it's
10:30.
exactly like that.
No, but there's a similarity that when you're doing an audition, it feels monumental for you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not anymore.
But no, it would do
It
originally.
did, yes.
But for them, it's just next.
Yeah, exactly.
Smeg.
You think that
You're just discharged
you
out
think
of
that
a
the person at the
cock, innit?
desk is like. You think it's all set up for you.
Yes.
It's all about you.
Yeah.
But you're just another cattle. It's a cattle call. And so I go in and I sit down and this old woman's there and they're all.
What do you mean? Where's this old woman come from?
They're all. It's a
From
big.
that, from
it's
the
a big-
film before?
Don't get many of them to the pound.
Yeah, she was like, I recognise you. What have you been in?
Lovely lattice dress, by the way.
But how much do those weigh?
I tell you
But
what.
probably don't get many of those around. Not in this inflation.
They're close to £1 each.
And there's just rooms. There's just rooms, like corridor and rooms, and then people come out and call people in. People come out because there's lots of different auditions going on at the same time for different
okay.
companies.
So it's set up to be
So
like
there's a
that.
lot of people there, and you can kind of guess what people are going up for because people look similar.
So let me just.
And then I went in, and then they called the old woman in with me, so they paired me with the old woman. But then I was thinking, I don't know, is this a relationship? Is she my mother in the advert, or am I her husband in the advert?
Yeah. What would you want it to be?
I don't know. I don't know what that means really. She was like, "Oh, I was called down for something else." So there was a bit of confusion anyway. But I wasn't asked. I did a line, did another line.
Oh.
And then I
night.
wish, and they was like, "Yeah, great, thanks, see you."
And that's it. So
How long were you in that room for?
Yeah.
Less than a minute.
God.
Genuinely
So
less
it's a
than a minute.
2-hour there and back train journey for less than a minute's work.
Yeah.
Unpaid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you might have smashed it.
You might have.
Sometimes when you got the vibe that you just haven't smashed it. The last audition, the British Gas one, when I did that, audition, it was like unreal, great, and you're like, I probably got that.
Yeah, and you did get it.
Yeah, this one was like, yeah, bye.
Can we just go back a little bit?
Yeah, ask me what you want, boy.
So when you get there and you say like there's a corridor with different rooms and everyone sat outside that room is of a similar vibe because they're going for the similar roles.
Yeah.
What do the people outside your door look like?
To be fair, and there was this, you know, is he called Mr. Craggs from Harry Potter?
Oh.
The janitor.
Craggs?
No, Filch.
Mr. Craggs. Think of him, but taller, more spindly, very long, white, spindly hair.
Jesus.
He was sat outside, and I think they got him to play another part in my scene. I don't think necessarily he was going up for my part, but he could be, and he'll get it because he looks like what I was going up for.
Right.
But there was this very tall, very sonorously voiced black man. He wasn't going up for anything. And then the other
What do you mean
kids
he
were
wasn't
like...
going up for anything? He was just there.
No, I mean, he wasn't going up for anything I was going up for.
Oh, okay.
That's just silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one looked like me.
Right.
But when I did an opera in Royal Opera House, the audition day, everyone looked like a homeless drunk sailor.
Shit. You walk in and you go, I'm ten a penny.
Yeah. How do I stand out here?
It must be weird for you that because you're not particularly used to being what is the sort
Outside.
of the visual majority,
No.
and then you go into a room like that and everyone looks like you. Is that what you feel like childhood was like for everyone else?
You know about 15 minutes ago when you said you would stop being cruel?
Yeah.
No,
You are fucking
right.
cruel, you know.
Don't try to justify yourself.
Right.
No, right.
Fingers to the
Hear me out.
No.
Oh, wow. This
It's
is
very different. Also, here's the thing, right? I'm not being insulting, but it would be remiss of me and us to imply that you
I look normal.
Yeah, we did a lot of this when he was a kid, did he?
doesn't-
What?
But I'm not,
Sorry?
Like what?
But I'm not saying you look bad.
I've had a lot of people call me very handsome.
No, exactly. You can be unique and handsome.
Have you ever, and I'm sorry to bring you back to this place, Dom, have you ever choked in a audition? Not like that. Have you ever seen anyone sort of have a breakdown in an audition?
The worst audition I've ever had was in the early days when it's usually playing piano or keyboard, which is bizarre because I'm all right at piano and keyboard. But if you spring an audition on me for something really important and you give me a day to do it, I'll absolutely freak out.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd actually spent maybe 2 days, probably 15 hours in total, learning a piece of kind of simple music, but of the time I was required. What are you looking at?
Well, nothing, just keep
Stop
talking.
every
Look at
time
my
you're
flakes and my
telling stories,
tits.
he's
He's looking at my tits.
I'm not. Fucking hell.
Look at my tits one more time. I'm going to get naked and put them in your mouth. Right. And
Should make a trailer.
I forgot what this was like.
Yeah, it's intense, isn't it?
and I went in and I learnt this piece of music. I'd gone round to my friend's house who had a piano in the house, so I stayed there all day, and I'm very thankful for that because I didn't have a piano at the time. Learnt this piece of music, got it down to a bit of memory, so I was like more secure under my hands. Go into the room. It was for the Donmar Warehouse, which is a very big, kind of very respected theatre in London. I was like, oh, brilliant! What's funny about that?
Oh my god.
Come on, keep talking.
And then
He's got ADHD,
I sat
he's not gonna look at you in the eye all the
started
time.
playing. Couldn't do it.
What do you mean?
Just couldn't do it. My mind went blank. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't get anything
Couldn't.
out.
I got the first bar and I was like, oh, sorry, I don't know what's going on. And they were like, oh. They were so accommodating. They were like, oh, well, turn around. Just imagine you're practicing.
Turn around.
Yeah, we don't have to see it. Just imagine you're practicing. I was like, oh yeah, great, thanks. I'm so sorry, I can't do it.
Could you not have the music in front of you?
Yeah, I had the music in front of me.
Oh, that's even
Couldn't do
worse.
it.
Why? What happened?
They had a keyboard
Like
there
karaoke, not knowing the words.
with harpsichord sound on it, so it was like that's an excuse that I couldn't do it on that. But it was just, it shocked me going in, and it wasn't a piano.
Yeah, for you.
And I just kind of like
Mental block. Wow. Mental keys.
that was
horrible?
that was
How did that feel?
excruciating. And they went, oh, so where did you go to uni? And I went, the Royal College of Music.
Did you lie?
No, I went to the Royal College of Music.
That's what he'd say.
Why would I lie about it?
I don't know.
Why would I lie about something I just did a disaster?
You whispered it. You whispered it. I thought,
Yeah, I
he's
whispered
telling
it
the
through
secret.
shame.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Unbelievable shame.
So you went to one of the best music colleges in the country.
Yeah, and I
You
can't play a simple piece of music.
What happened, do you think?
Got
you
to
get
get
it?
for the piano.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. I just
stage fright.
fucking.
So right. Have you ever had to do anything like that? Like stand in front of people and say, you know, either audition yourself. I know you've been interviewed. Your mum interviewed that time for a coffee job. But have you ever had to be on the spot?
I did a video interview once for a job, and I just couldn't. I could really barely speak on that because no one was there. It was like a video thing, and for some reason I just couldn't say anything. Like what have you been doing? What's on your CV? Couldn't really say it, and I was like, let me try again. You only get like 3 goes.
Yeah.
And then I was just sort of babbling through it, or like missing huge chunks off. Couldn't really speak. Felt like my heart was there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It's
so yeah,
very
it's a
strange
bizarre
when those
thing.
kind of nerves happen because you're not scared necessarily, but it gets into all your body and your limbs, and you can't do anything about it. You
So
genuinely
weird.
just can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
What about you, Ethan? Have you ever been like auditioned or? Because I know you've done a bit of acting and that.
Yeah, I remember, like, I've told this before, I did Barry Manilow's Copacabana as a creative remake where Lola the barmaid is in a mental institution and is reflecting on the traumatic events.
I just want to say, I don't think we knew that.
I've never heard.
I don't think we knew this.
Have you not?
No, I think you knew we didn't know it.
No, I've said so.
We've never heard of this
You did a
before.
creative remake of Barry Manilow's Copacabana where the barmaid was in a mental institution.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Yeah.
Yellow feathers in her hair.
Yeah, well, now she's locked up in a mental institution with a chair.
Ah, shit.
Was
She's in a chair and she's pilled right up to there.
So she's just lost
Bless
her
her.
head and she's reflecting back of the Copacabana where Tony had the bar, then what's he called, Rocco or Rico comes in,
Yeah.
pops a fucking bullet in him, the boyfriend's dead, and now she's just gone away with the fairies all over it.
And I just want to revert back to my first question. Have you ever auditioned for anything?
Well, just before is music and passion still always the fashion? Or
Yeah, it must be.
Is she changed now? Because obviously,
She's Fox.
yeah.
But I remember when we did it as it was the kind of theatre where immersive. So I was Tony the barman, and I was also serving people drinks whilst acting
Fantastic, love this.
because it was my bar.
Were you on a cruise ship or something?
No, sorry, I was in sixth form.
Oh.
Cool.
Right, okay.
And
Makes sense now.
Don't do that. He was for a second. He was worried that you'd done a proper production that could make him feel
He did,
jealous.
he was fuming.
And then when it turned out he was sixth form, he can go, "Oh, thank God, I'm still the best actor in the room." Didn't that happen?
Yes.
You were wondering if you had to be jealous or not, and then you felt a sense of relief when you realised you didn't.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. Carry on, Ethan.
so then we started like reenacting. So actually on the day of the actual production, so we practiced it. There's this moment where Lola's like reimagining the scene where Tony and Rico were fighting and the different ways it could have gone. And so I have to reenact this scene where I'm pinning Rico up against the wall. But on the day, someone was bloody sat and moved their chair into the fight zone. So I had to completely on the spot just like create up how the hell am I going to do this. So started like pinning him on the table, throwing him on the floor. But he didn't know what was going on, so it didn't look as nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
You fought on
horrific.
your feet though, mate. Smashed it.
That's
What,
good. That's
what
what
grade did you get?
Yeah.
I got an A.
Of course he got an A.
But
Who wrote this piece?
well, we made it.
got-
You did, yeah. That's pretty good going. That.
Let's.
I say we should remake it. You know,
let's-
with us in this room.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The only problem was, and I got away with it, the examiner thought I was Dutch because of my poor American accent, but they just thought I was a Dutch Tony.
Oh.
So still
Give us a little taste of that
still got
Dutch.
top marks. I know it was just a bad American accent, but she thought I was nailing Dutch.
Yeah.
Wow.
What would you like to drink?
For my A-level
Delicious
drama,
choice.
we did characters, awful characters, and I played one called. It was a play on a famous comedian. My character was called Leonard Fanning,
Instead of Bernard Manning.
Yeah, and I was a racist.
Wow.
How did you get into that character?
18 years of real life experience.
Yeah.
Got
an A star.
What did I do for it?
Did you?
You got an A star playing a racist.
I'm very good. Very believable.
Unlucky Tommy Robinson was his headmaster at the time. It was encouraged.
So, one of my questions is, last night, I had a lovely night, walked the dog, cooked a little bit of tea. I'm really good at cooking at the minute. I've signed up to Mob. Have you heard of Mob?
No.
Signed up to Mob. They had a January discount. Brilliant. It's brilliant. I'll let you use my login.
What is it?
It's like a recipe website, and they have Instagram. Mob.
So it's like BBC Good Food, but for
Yeah.
people who want to spend cash.
Yes, 20 quid for the year. I sat down with Becky, watched The Hurt Locker, great film. Have you seen it?
Of course. We watched it when it came out.
We're trying to watch the best pictures from every Oscars. No, we're not going all the way back, but
I can't see you watching
until
it.
the Oscars happen in March. So Hurt Locker, Parasite. There's one about moonshine or something like that.
Moonlight.
We're getting there.
They've not made any alcohol at all there.
So yeah, and then went to bed.
What's your Hurt Locker review?
Decent. Thought it was going to be better.
Yeah.
It was a bit
is
shit
quite
ended.
good.
But that was my night. I wonder how you and your friend, what do you do at the night time? Do you settle and watch telly? Do you when you stay over? Do you cook tea
Stay
together?
over
Yeah.
In London?
In London with your friend.
No, I gave her a poem. My friend's doing a PhD at Oxford, and he wrote a poem called Null Arbor about a dead zone in Australia where no trees grow. And he gave me a copy on vellum and put a paperclip on it. So he gave me that copy. So me and my friend, who's a sex worker, read that. Was it last night or the night before? No, I was there last night. She set up a candle for me and she let me smell methadone. Not methadone. Methanol.
Methanol, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Does she cook your tea? Do you cook tea together?
No, she was going out to do jazz dancing.
What's that?
Dancing to jazz.
Right, cool.
And
You thought it was like a jazz cigarette, which is weed. He thought jazz dancing was like...
but she was going to that with Naked Neil, who's the naturist. So I don't know how that really works because he's dancing around.
To jazz nude?
And he's got a large flaccid penis, so it's probably
How do you
like
know?
swinging around. Well, I've seen it.
He's always
'Cause
naked.
he's naked.
Naked Neil.
Naked Neil's flaccid penis at a jazz
Yeah,
club.
do you know? You know he's coming to the birthday bash on the weekend
Oh,
in
by the way,
Cornwall.
this is box office. Do you know about this birthday bash?
Do you know what the car? Do you know the people in the car who it consists of?
Next week's episode of Sloppy Joe's could potentially be some of our finest. He's going away to his friend. We all know what she does for a living.
This is the one who he thought about inviting us, but then realised it would blow his cover. And
Yes,
it would ruin his life.
yeah. Who's in the car?
The sex worker's husband, they're going through a divorce. He had psychosis and his dad killed himself, but he's doing very well now. He's a climber and he's actually an apprentice violin maker.
Fuck off.
So
Why are all these people got
Yeah, I
jobs
think
from
you just
the,
make
like
shit
Italy
up.
in the 11th
He's an
century?
apprentice violin maker. Just
apprentice
make violins. What do you need to be an apprentice for?
because it's a very skilled job, you wouldn't say, "Oh, just go and build
Yeah.
a house." What do you need an apprenticeship to build a violin for? Oh, just get a couple of 2x4s and put a couple of
Do you have to
strings
do
on
like
it.
a fucking MVQ in it or something?
I've got merit pass.
Workshop.
Yeah, we've got
Here's my
electricians, boiler makers, and violin makers all in Tameside College.
Pretty much every handcraft requires some sort of apprenticeship.
You got white men then going around
White men
with
van.
like violins coming out the fucking back.
Men
Instead of people going to steal tools and
Yeah.
all there is violins
Just
on the side
Bach
and
being
cellos
played
and stuff.
fucking so loud.
Right, so you got in the car, in the front seat.
Can you imagine them heckling like women out the window? Hey, love, look at the strings on that.
And then someone buzzes.
There's a calendar up in the office wall with all like
Oh,
naked
God.
violins.
Yeah. That's actually most of her. She had a photo shoot recently, and that's a lot of her pictures.
Is it?
I've shown you them, haven't I?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'll show you. Oh, yeah, your girlfriend might be watching this.
She's not nude or anything.
No, she's not. She's just like lay on pianos and stuff.
Okay.
But it's me, him. So I'm in the front
Should we
seat
put
because
them in now?
I don't want to be sat in the back with Naked Neil.
Naked? No, there's no way Naked Neil. Does he drive nude? Is he in the back seat?
He's in the back seat because I don't want to drive with.
Is he in the back? Is he in the back seat?
Yeah, and
Bolloco?
no, I've said in the group chat. I said, I'm worried about naked Neil sitting on in your car. And the sex worker said, "Oh, don't worry, he brings a little towel with him."
I don't know if
He
this
puts
is
a bit of greaseproof paper
Imagine-
down, like he's some sort of tart tatin.
Imagine
leaving
if you're
juices on the seat.
Hold on, imagine if you're the police and you pull this car over, and the sight you'll see a fucking
incredible, isn't it?
violin player, a nude guy, Dom there.
Then you've got Shannon, the red-haired sex worker,
Brilliant.
who extorts money from this Korean guy who's in love with her.
But she won't be doing that in the car.
No, probably not. And then you've got another girl called
Naked Neil.
Luce, who's
Christ. That's
a
it.
Catholic who constantly cheats on her boyfriend and does confession all the time. No, constantly cheats on her husband and does confession all the time because of it, but still does it.
To a priest.
No, she left him because she fell in love with this guy who she was in an orchestra with, and then he dumped her, and then she went back and he took her back.
Christ.
And they have a pet parrot. So I'm doing that on the weekend.
Will the parrot be in the car with you?
I don't think so. It might as well be.
Pecking at Neil's nuts.
What did you have for tea then last night with her?
Me?
Did you eat together? Did you cook together?
Oh, what did I eat?
What was
last
that,
night?
Joe?
So cooking, like eating and that, you know.
Alright.
What did I have last night? No, I was feeling very ill. I had one of those ham jambon sandwiches from Pret.
What's that?
You know, ham, crusty roll, butter, pickles.
Ooh.
Nice, very
That
nice.
does sound nice.
It's a very good sandwich.
Do you recommend any other films in my Oscar
Well, I was
list that I
thinking
need
that.
to watch?
So Parasite's very good.
Parasite.
Doubt.
Doubt it.
Did that win Best Oscar? Best Picture?
I think Meryl Streep and Philip Seymour Hoffman won an Oscar for it.
There you go.
Maybe.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Did that win Best Picture? Yeah.
I think so. It won like 12 Oscars.
Yeah.
And I think you should watch that. And I think you should watch the trilogy. Have you seen them
The trilogy.
of Lord of the Rings?
I've not seen the last one.
That's the one that won
You've
the
not
Oscar.
seen
So you watched
the
the
last
first
Lord of
two
the
and
Rings?
thought I'll leave it.
Because it got fucking boring. Doesn't it, Ethan?
I've not seen one Lord of the Rings.
Well, whatever you do, don't start. I'm there watching the first two. It's all right, but it's the
One of the
same
best films
old
of all
shit
time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
No,
It's all
it's
right.
not all right. It's so much more.
What's your favourite film?
Dumb and Dumber.
He thinks it's not dumb enough.
I don't mean to be
Jim
cruel, but
Carrey.
sometimes there was a comment on one of the videos that said, "Joe's proof that if you roll dice enough in your life, you might win one time."
Jim Carrey's Dumb and Dumber is fucking
Dumb and
brilliant.
Dumber is very good. Dumb and Dumber is a really good, really funny film,
Yeah.
worthy of being in someone's top 5.
Yeah.
But I think
Is Lord of the Rings your favourite ever film?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite ever
I've not
film.
hit it in any top 3s, by the way. We've
It's-
done top 3 films. I've not hit it in any top 3.
But it comes
So
as
now
a
you get
package.
shaft
It's not.
out,
I
you
wouldn't say it's my
haven't
favourite
got
film. I feel like it's an integral experience of the human condition now.
yeah.
I feel like Lord of the Rings. I was born with it innate in my consciousness because it's so integral to my life.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's something.
So what
it's
do you
not
make of
something that-
people-
It's something that you unlock rather than experience.
So what do you make of people
It
like
was
me and
always
Ethan
there.
that's
Yeah,
never
exactly.
seen it?
Yeah.
It's like finding the Lord, finding Jesus. You know, He's always there.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings was always with us. You just didn't
Do you know
see
how
it.
much manpower and hours and consideration and time went into that? It was a perfect setup of the best actors, the best designers, best directors, the best cinematographers, best location for years and years and years. Passion projects. People made the armor by hand.
The score
The score.
flawless?
And after all that, it was shite.
No, he's had a dig, hasn't he?
You lost a
know where to
room
go.
the other week.
That's
Yeah, it's hard to trust a review from a man whose kitchen was in his car for 12 months.
Yeah. Would you watch it, Ethan?
No.
What about if we did a little watch
I
along
think
then?
you and Ethan should watch Lord of the Rings together.
You two could be in it.
I'll come.
That's like a few
thing
hours
is,
work I won't
here's the
get paid
truth.
for.
The truth about this is, I was thinking this. We've spoken about this before, but in terms of like straight white males and bad rap, and fair enough.
What?
What?
Straight white males get a bad rap.
Okay.
No, Eminem's quite good.
Yeah,
No, not
he's
every-
right. He's
yeah.
right.
But I think, as far as just cut to the wire a second, as far as straight white males are concerned, there are 4 people that couldn't really look more different than us. Do you know what I mean? In terms of that category, we are the entire spectrum of it, aren't we?
Do you think?
We're kind of we've got everything covered between us as, within our very specific kind of racial corner. It is unbelievable. We could definitely be in Lord of the Rings.
I feel like with this 2 sets of Pokemon here, with 2 sets of starting Pokemon, like you and Ethan.
Ethan
and
evolves
Joe.
into me.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure which way around. Who evolves into who here?
don't know. We could be like
Of
different.
the day-night.
We could be like
version.
different versions of an Eevee starting character.
Yeah.
But
You're
who
sort
would
of
be
like
the Eevee?
you're sort of Pedoporion, and he's kind of
What? I've never seen that. I've never caught that one.
yeah. You can't. You have to give it the right stone. It's quite polite.
A child.
A child stone. But yeah, you should watch
I
Lord
watched
of
Lord
the
of the
Rings.
Rings.
So that's
Never
one.
finished it. What did I not finish? as well?
Parasite. Are you going to struggle with the subtitles?
I'm not. I don't know why.
You're going to say you're going to struggle with the concept.
No, you're not with that.
So with Squid Games, right? You got obviously the English
Korean.
version, both Korean. That's why you got the English version.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got the subtitle version, or you got the English dub.
Yeah.
Right. Last season when it was belting, I read it
Brilliant.
because I thought great. Although you are quite focused on it, aren't you?
Yeah.
So some details go missing.
I
A little
haven't
bit,
seen
think.
Squid Games.
Great.
My 5-year-old nephew's watched it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good laugh.
Yeah. That is something to be said.
So then
You're looking at the bottom of the screen for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when the second series came out, it wasn't that good. I did change it to English dub.
Did you?
Yeah, because that means I could be on my phone a little bit and just sort of let it go.
What do they talk like? Because usually the English dub is shit and like overdone.
Oh, it's very bad. The English
Yeah, it's
dub
not great.
acting is...
Oh, please don't kill me.
Yeah.
I suppose you wouldn't get a shout for doing some dub.
That would be good.
Right, I bought all the voice acting equipment. I must have spent £3,000 on loads of equipment.
Great.
I just never did it.
Dummy dubby.
Dobby, dumb boy.
So
Are you a dubber or are you a subtitler?
I tried to be a subtitler where pos, but some things are meant to be good in dub, aren't they? There are
Yeah.
some dubs that are notoriously good, but I feel like I should. Do you know what I think is a benefit when you're watching the subtitled version? Because like I'll watch I think it's the same director as Parasite actually. There's a film called Memories of Murder, which is the same guy, one of his earlier films, and it's really really good. And I watched the subtitle version, but I feel like when you watch a subtitle version, you assume that all of the acting is perfect because you don't really know how they're acting.
Yeah.
So I feel like whenever I watch a film in subtitles, I give it the benefit of the doubt massively.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes you watch a film and you think, they're just this acting is actually shit. But a subtitle version, I don't know if the acting's good or not.
Yeah, because you're not even watching the film,
That's
you're
what I
just
mean.
reading a book.
Just reading. I'm reading a script.
Have you seen
But- so I always think
Old
they're better.
Boy?
Oh,
No,
boy,
I
no.
haven't.
Very good.
But I worry something might be happening in the corner and I've missed it.
Well, we watched Hereditary last night. Me and Lizzie and I.
Is that a sexy film?
No, it's absolutely not.
It-
One of the
not
least
really,
sexy
no.
films I've ever seen, I'd say.
What's it about?
It's about essentially it's about a haunted family.
We went over this last week, and I said,
What,
not
Hereditary?
Yeah, I said no spoilers. Spoilers. And I said it's about a family drama essentially, but with scary bits.
Is it good?
It's
It's very
fantastic.
good. Yeah.
But there's a lot of things happening in the background, in corners, in like. Did you see that? Was that meant to be there?
Spoiler.
That's not really a spoiler. But if you're reading that on subtitles, you'd really struggle with the kind of filmmaking
What?
of it all.
Corner.
Yeah, look bottom right corner, woman in
My
corner.
favourite subtitles are when it describes music. You're like jaunty honky tonk.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is
isn't it?
nice. Is that inspired you even for Ethan's film club next week?
No, I do know though that there's Squid Games at the Arndale now. That's interesting, isn't it?
What going on while people shop?
It would
There's,
just
there's,
be machine gunned down every few
That wouldn't
seconds.
surprise me actually.
you can play the Squid Games there. I've tried it on Call of Duty, but I think that's as far as I'll go with Squid Games. I think.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
really
know what
into
that
Squid
means.
Games.
Should we do an escape room? I bet they aren't good, are they? I bet they're crap.
They're great.
Didn't you barrel your way out of one once?
No,
thinking
do you
it was
remember
a-
I broke into an escape room? There was an escape room fire door and I thought it was the door to get into a venue. So I busted it through and I ruined someone's game. And they were like, what the fuck are you doing in here? I broke into an escape room. It's not even my game.
Everyone out, quick!
Everyone out, yeah, I'm sorry.
They got out in record time.
Yeah,
They're
they
still
just
on the top of the
started it.
lead. It's like 53 minutes, 51 minutes, 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Joe just immediately. We've won!
Right then, everyone, that has been the Sloppy Joes podcast for Friday. Make sure you join us on Tuesday where duck pancakes take on jerk chicken.
Oh, my
For now, that's
word.
like the World Cup. Don, thank you for being with us, Don, mate.
Thanks, Don.
Joe, all the best.
You too.
Bye for now.
New Year's.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Wave, Ethan.
Oh yeah. See you later.
Oh.